How's it going, everybody? This is the Nitty Gritty. My name is Chad. With me is Leonard. This is a show about wrestling, and we are going to give you another edition of our Stupid Question series, where one of us asks the other a question, and we have to think of an answer off the top of our head with no preparation. We do not know what the other person is going to ask, and it's always a lot of fun. It could be a meaningless question or more serious. So Leonard is going to give us one this week. Leonard, what do you have?
I don't think it's of the more serious variety. This is a question that Dan Weber and I play when we're in the car driving, which happens a lot. You're driving cross country from sea to shining sea. Past or present, man, woman, promoter, referee, doesn't matter. Someone involved in the wrestling business. Who would you want on that trip with you, and who would you not want on that trip with you? So you're taking a cross country road trip. Wrestling personality, who's going with you?
So the two names that come to the top of my head for people I'd want to have in the car with me would be somebody like Bobby Heenan or Paul Heyman, because I think that there would be a lot of entertaining stories and laughs, at least with Bobby Heenan. And I think Paul Heyman, I feel like you could have, interesting, meaningful conversations with him for days. So those are the two names that come to the top of my head for people that I'd want to have in the car with me, because I think it would be a fun drive overall. If it was a wrestler, I don't know, maybe Dusty. I think he'd be fun to have in the car. Now, people I wouldn't want in the car with me, one name comes to the top of my list right away, and that's Ric Flair. And I'll tell you why. Bobby Heenan kind of alluded to it in his Hall of Fame speech, if anybody remembers that, which is, I feel like if I was in the car traveling with Ric Flair, I would, A, not be married for very much longer, and B, have any number of addictions or issues of substances, any number of things I feel like would alter my lifestyle being on the road with Ric Flair. It might be fun, but I don't know if I'd want to pay those consequences after it was all over. So I don't know. Leonard, who do you have?
So I always think about this very practically. So who would you want in the car? You would want someone that would share in the driving.
Oh, wow, we're going that way.
Yeah, you would want someone who would share in the expenses, pick up lunch, pick up gas sometimes, someone who would be cool to talk to, someone who doesn't have addictions, who isn't a heavy smoker, heavy drinker. And most people would go, oh, blah. John Cena would probably be the perfect guy to go cross country.
Well, in terms of practicality, yes. In terms of being an interesting car companion, I feel like no. He's a really funny, nice guy. I don't know. I've never met John Cena. But based on his in-ring personality, I don't know. I feel like I'd be taking naps in the car while he drives.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I think, would be good.
Oh, that would be a good one. Yeah.
Undertaker, I think, would be good.
Yeah, well, then here's what I picture with The Undertaker. Now, if we're talking about when he was an active wrestler, I feel like I, as his passenger, would get annoyed by him constantly going in and out of character. If I'm trying to talk to him, he's trying to be the dead man. It's like, oh my God, knock it off. There's nobody around.
Yeah, I'm saying now today.
Today it would be great because he's relaxed and carefree.
Yeah, he's here now. That's kind of what I was thinking. Daniel Bryan would probably be another good one.
Yeah, but you have to eat all vegan.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Anyone that you hear, they're a good guy, I think would be. And then, again, who you don't want. You don't want someone who's not going to pay any of their share, who's not going to drive, who is addicted, who's going to be annoying as hell. So Virgil, Iron Sheik, and the number one person you would not want in a car, definitive answer, Sonny.
So, well, why? Why is your logic?
She killed somebody with a car.
Okay, well, when you put it that way.
She has a vehicular homicide charge
and a lot
on her.
Issues.
She's definitely not getting behind the wheel.
Right.
She's definitely just sitting there if she's with me in the car. So
That's a good point. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to have somebody protect you, you could choose Harley Race or Haku.
Yes, if you wanted like to go to biker bars on your trip and have
Nobody
a
messing
bodyguard with you. Yes, those guys would be great, probably. And I know you hate to hear me say Jim Cornette, but for the same reasoning that you would say Bobby Heenan or Paul Heyman, I think
Well,
Cornette would be a fun drive.
the only reason I wouldn't want to choose Jim Cornette is because I feel like after a while he'd get on my nerves. Like,
Yes. Yeah, probably.
but in any event, he would have some interesting stories as well. I do wonder what he's like when the camera and the microphone are off. That I do wonder, because I guarantee it's not what you hear.
No. I would. He probably dials it down a couple notches.
Yeah.
And I would love to go visit him, in his house, because he has tons of memorabilia.
Yeah.
So a road trip to Jim Cornette's house. That's what we should plan.
Absolutely. That will just show up. Jim, we're coming.
That we'll get in.
Yeah. All right. Well, let us know who you would like to go on a car trip with. Very fun question. Let us know in the comments, and check out our other episodes, our full-length stuff, and our random match reviews, segment surgery, and our content on Apple Podcasts and or Spotify. And for Leonard, my name is Chad, and we will see you next time.